Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. I really am happy to see you again today on the second video of the three-part training series on dream discovery. For those of you who were with me during the very first video, a special welcome. And those of you who are joining me for the first time, let me just share with you who I am. My name is Charlotte Haymore. I am a speaker, an author, and a life coach. And I am presenting a series of 3 videos training others on how to discover your dreams. And I've entitled the series Dream Discovery. So just a quick review for those of you who may be joining me for the first time on what transpired in video number 1 last week. We talked about finding your life dream. We also talked about, others may call it purpose, some may call it a calling. I'm using the term life dream because we have so many dreams throughout our lifetime that start in early childhood until sometimes the life dream really does get lost by the wayside. So I want to point out areas where you can look for your life dream and then start working on making it a reality. That first area is your personal passions that you have through life. Think about what you're passionate about and allow the one you enjoy the most to rise to the top, and then really give some serious thought as to whether that could be your life dream. In addition to your passions, let's talk about your professional life, including working moms. Professional life could be a job that you actually love and think it's just the best thing ever, or it could be a job that you really don't like at all. But during that professional life, you have sometimes one career, sometimes 4 careers. And you have to reflect on those careers to try to figure out if any one of those jobs, those careers, those special projects that you work on, did any of that stand out enough for you to consider it to be your life dream? And then the third, of course, is your spiritual life. What's happening on the inside? What voices are you listening to that's telling you and showing you what you could be doing with your life? That is really you and your life dream. So that's just a quick overview of what transpired during the first video. So now I'd like to move us on into the video number 2. Now video number 2 is really going to deal an awful lot with vision. We all have a vision for our lives. Some people get them confused, dream and vision. Let me give you my definition of a dream. Your dream is an image of who you could be. Could is the operative word because you know a dream is just a dream until you do something about it. And that's where people make a mistake. They dream about doing something or becoming someone and they just sit, never move to try to make it happen. Today we're talking about the vision around the dream. Definition: your vision is a snapshot of who you will be. And the snapshot grows. It's blurred in the beginning, but as time passes by and you focus in on it and you search for clarity, that vision becomes so bright. And typically, if it's bright, you feel like it's calling you and you're ready to start working on making that vision a reality. Again, it's who you will be once you decide to act. Now, between those two, your dream and your vision, they have to come in order. You need to have a dream first. Understand, you need a dream first. Then you take the dream, focus on the dream so that it becomes a constant vision showing you a reality of who you could be. Once that's in place, then there are three critical steps you need to take in order for the vision to start to work for you. One is determine your dream, which we talked about based on those three areas of life. Two, decide to discover your dream and no one else's. And that's critical as well because so often, instead of doing what we want to do with our lives and seeing our dream become a reality, we allow others to direct us and dream what they want us to do. Typically, it's parents, other people in authority, and just friends who say, oh, you're so good at this, this is what you should do with your life. That's not necessarily true, so be in control of your dream. Dream your dream and make it a reality. But that's a decision you have to make, and it's an important one. And then the third step is to activate the vision around the dream. You can see the vision, and it's just going to be kind of like out in space, just sitting there waiting for you to work your way toward the vision and begin to activate it. And the way you activate your vision is by taking steps to make it a reality. Now, your vision actually is so important because that's what propels you to take those steps and make those steps a reality, because it's as if your vision is calling you and you've just got to do it. And when you're at the point where you've just got to do this particular thing, then you know you're on the road to your life dream. So I encourage you, when you see that vision in your mind's eye, recognize that there's something of value being shown to you, and you need to take note of that and make sure you start doing what's necessary to reach that vision. And then the next thing is align your actions with the vision that you see. The vision is not going to happen by itself. You've got to work toward that. So you need to develop an action plan that aligns with the vision. So think about it. If you want to be an artist or a photographer or any of those kinds of things, you've got to take steps that's going to help you reach that goal. If you want to be a photographer, you probably need to get a certain kind of camera. I don't know. But chances are you've got to do something in terms of the right camera. You may need to go to photography school so that you can not just work as an amateur, but as a professional. There are steps that lead you to your dream. And that aligns with the overall dream that you see and the vision that is calling you. Now, it is so important that you see your vision, you believe your vision, and once again, you activate the vision. See, if you can see the vision, then you can believe it. But you've got to see it so vividly that you have no doubt whatsoever that this is your vision, this will translate into your life dream, this is what you must do. So I want you to carefully review these steps and make decisions that you're ready to put in the work that's necessary to make all of this happen for you. Now, what about that action plan that is so important? Nothing happens without you taking some action. The steps that I gave you could be written on paper. You may be thinking about them, but without the plan to move forward and taking action, you're not moving. You're just sitting there thinking about it. So what are some of the action plans? Well, first of all, you have to determine what the ultimate goal is. The ultimate goal is reaching the vision that you see for yourself. That's the ultimate goal. But you can't get to that without taking some steps forward. You can't start at step 1 and all of a sudden you're at step 10. It doesn't work that way. If people say you've got to pay your dues, that's definitely true. You have to work your way to the top, so to speak. So once you determine what the ultimate goal is, then you need to determine what those supporting goals are that's going to help make the ultimate goal a reality. There are lots of little things that you need to do first in order to reach the top, so to speak. And then you have to set realistic goals. It's so important that you set goals that are really going to work for you realistically, things that you can obtain realistically, and set a time frame. If you set a time frame, then you're probably going to work toward that. And if you don't quite make the time frame you had in mind, that's okay. Just do it again. And you may have to do many things over and over again, but the main thing is keep those supporting goals in front of you so that you're working on them on a daily basis. You must remain focused. I can't tell you how important that focus is. Because without the focus, your mind will wander and you'll move in different directions. You may say, well, no, this is not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this. Somebody else will say something to you, create doubt and fear in your mind. So focus is up to you. And I can't tell you the importance of remaining focused and doing what you know you need to do. Well, those are the important steps about vision and how to activate the vision so that the vision will work for you. Those are the steps that I've outlined also from video number 1, which I hope is going to be helpful to all of you. And I want to invite you to the next video, the 3rd video, which will be our last one in this series. That's going to focus on all of these things, the dream, the vision, the transformation, and the purpose. So I invite you to return for that next video. I invite you to visit my website and please download the free ebook I have for you. I will communicate with you and let you know when the next video will take place. And again, I say to you, dream your dream. Thank you.